Good morning, everybody. Happy New Year's Eve. I hope everybody is having a great day. Sorry, it's Happy New Year's Eve for me. Here, some of you, it might not be New Year's Eve yet, but Happy New Year's Eve. Anyway, I'm still in Japan. I'm not in my usual location, as you can tell. I am traveling, but I'm still trying to do some live lessons. The internet is not the greatest where I'm at, but hopefully the Wi-Fi. I'm streaming this. I'm tethering this to my iPhone, so hopefully it works. I was able to do a lesson a couple of days ago, and from all of the comments I heard, when I tethered it to my phone, I had the best connection. But nevertheless, good morning to everybody. I hope you guys are having a great day wherever you are watching from. It is New Year's Eve here in Japan. It is December 31st. I am, again, like I said, traveling. I'll be ringing in the new year in the west part of Japan this year. So I'm glad everybody could join me. I wanted to get one more live lesson in this year. So this will be the last live lesson, for me this year. And then, of course, we'll continue again from next year. But today we're going to do a good lesson. Today's lesson is going to be it's intermediate to advanced grammar. Intermediate to advanced grammar. And usually in all of my lessons, I will put the lesson document. I always make a lesson and I put it onto the screen, and we go over the lesson on the screen. And then if you want that lesson, I can send it to you. We usually do some grammar. We do some exercises to warm up, and then we move into the sentence making section. It's the active part of the lesson where you will be making sentences. But today we are going to make it a little bit faster. We're going to go from the grammar section and we're going to go straight into the active part. As you can see from today's lesson, we are going to be studying causative verbs. And in particular, we're going to be studying the causative verb have. But before we do that, so what is a causative verb? A causative verb is showing that a person or thing is causing another action to happen or to occur by someone or something else. So basically, what it means is that one person is making another action happen. One person is making another action happen. And today we're going to be using the verb have to explain that. We will be using two patterns of have. First, we'll be looking at have something done. And the other one we will be looking at is have someone do something. Now, there is a difference in these. Have something done. This means one person is causing something to happen. One person is causing something to happen. But in the second example, we've got someone. It means one person is causing someone to do something. All right, so in the first one, we don't need to add a person. Second one, we will add a person. It will become much clearer once I add the screen here. But let's look at our first comment of the day. Fusa ohayo gozaimasu. Kyomo yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Thank you very much, Fusa. Good morning to you. I'm glad you are joining me on New Year's Eve. It's December 31st here in Japan. Jero, good evening. Good evening to you. Jero, what time is it there? It's 7:30-ish, 7:36 right now for me here in Japan. It is technically New Year's Eve. What time is it for you, Jero? And Karina, good morning. How are you doing today? Also, Karina, what time is it over there for you? Is it a very early morning right now for you? But I'm glad both of you are joining here. And Fusa, I'm glad you're here as well. As I said, we're going to be looking at causative verbs. Causative verbs. And I'm going to put the lesson onto the screen so we can sort of jump right into it. We'll start the day off early and quickly. Before I do that, Kaz, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? So, okay, so let's put this lesson onto the screen. All right. Today's lesson is going to be have something done. Have something done. Now, I've done a similar lesson like this before, but we added many different causative verbs in that lesson. We added get as well. We talked about make and let. Today, we're only going to be focusing on have, just on have. And we're going to be doing a lot of scenarios. So situational training. I'll give you a sentence, you read it, and then you tell me what you would say. But first, let's look at the grammar. Let's look at the grammar for this lesson. So as I said, we are doing causative verbs. And today's the have verb. And the first one we are looking at is have something done. Have something done. Now, have something done means you don't do the action. You are not doing the action. This means that you are asking someone to do something for you. You don't do it. Okay, you've already asked someone to do it. Okay, so does that make sense? With have something done, it doesn't mean you do it. Somebody does it. You ask them to do it. All right, so let's, we got a couple more people in here. XYZ, good morning. Good morning. How are you today? Supergirl, good morning. How are you doing? And Jero, you said it's 38 to 4 p.m. 38 to 4 p.m. So is it 3 something, 3:38, 3:20, something like that, Jero? And so it's the afternoon for you. Perfect. I'm glad this time is actually better for you, Jero. And YFS, good morning. Good morning to you. How are you doing today? So we're looking at have as a causative verb. Now let's look at the pattern. Now, whenever we want to make a have something done sentence, we will be using this sentence pattern. We'll be using have something, which is your object, and then past participle. Have something and past participle. Now, past participle, what does past participle mean? Simply put, it's the third position of the verbs. So if I've got the verb eat, my past tense is ate. And then the past participle is eaten. So here, My past participle is eaten. Okay, so we have something, and past participle. So you have to remember the third verb in that pattern. So eat, ate, eaten. For example, let's do one more. Let's do one together. If I gave you the verb go, the past is went. What is the past participle of go? Go, went, and what is your answer for this? And just leave your answers in the comments section. So what is the past participle of go? So we want to know, and I'll make a banner for us. So go, went, and then please tell me what the past participle of go is. And we've got some people coming in. Giro, gone. Very good. Kaz, gone. Very good. Karina, gone. Very good. Supergirl, gone. Very good. YFS, excellent. Gone. XYZ, gone. Perfect. So we have to remember these past participle verbs. These are very important when we make these sentences. As you can see, we'll have something and then past participle. So now let's look at an example sentence. Let's look at an example sentence. So we've got the example sentence here. I had my haircut last week. Fusa, gone. Perfect. So I had my hair cut last week. That is the example sentence. I'm going to make a banner for it as well. All right, so I'll put that at the bottom there. I had my hair cut last week. So if we look at the sentence pattern we were using, so as you can see, have is here. Have is here. So I'm using the past tense of have. We've got my hair. My hair, this is something. And past participle. My past participle is the verb cut. Cut. Cut is cut, cut, cut. The verb doesn't change. So I had my hair cut last week. Now, in here, I don't say who. I don't say the person who is cutting the hair because it's easily understood. We know the person who cuts the hair is the hairdresser. That is the hairdresser. That is easily understood. So we don't need to put the person. I had my hair cut last week. Of course, I asked the hairdresser to do it. Right? So I had my hair cut last week. Another example. She has her house cleaned once a week. She has her house cleaned once a week. She does not clean her house in this situation. She has ordered someone, a cleaning service. They come to the house once a week. They clean her house. But she has asked them. So she has her house cleaned once a week. Okay, so that's the first type. The second type that we're going to study is going to be someone. We're going to add the person to the sentence. So have someone do something. Have someone do something. So in that one, have someone do something, we will include the person. We will also add the person who is doing the action. We will add the person who I asked. And to make that sentence, we have our sentence pattern right here. Have someone, then we've got verb infinitive, and then something. So I'll put it here as well. So have someone, verb infinitive, something. Now, what does verb infinitive mean? This means it's the regular verb. So remember, we did the past participle. Eat, ate, eaten. So we know that eaten is the past participle. So for verb, the infinitive verb, it's going to be the first position. The first position. So we are going to be using the very first position, and that's what infinitive verb means. So if we look at an example sentence, it says, I had, right? We have to include the person now. We're also including, I can't make an arrow. Arrow, no. Okay, there we go. I have, we're going to say had, someone, it's my friend. So I've included the person now, my friend. Now my verb is the infinitive verb, and it's going to be bake. Bake. So we got bake is my infinitive verb, and then a cake. I had my friend bake a cake. The bottom example, I will have, we've made it future. My dad, who is doing the action? My dad. What? It's pick you up. I'll have my dad pick you up. All right, so we've got two different ways to make these sentences. One is we include the person. One is we don't include the person. All right, so the best way to understand how to do this is by practicing it. And that's what we are going to do now. We're going to practice making some sentences. But there's no exercise, there's no warm-up. We will jump right into the exercises. I will do number one. I will do number one with you, so you understand what to do. Number one says, I lost my key. I lost my key. It's completely lost. I cannot find it. I've looked and I've looked and I've looked, but I cannot find it. It's lost. It's gone. So the question says, let's make this bigger. The question says, what will I do? What will I do? Now, if you notice, it's future. So maybe my sentence should be the future. So if it were me, what will I do? I will have another key made. I will have another key made. All right. I don't need to say the person because, of course, it's going to be a locksmith, a person who makes keys. I don't need to include that. I'll have another key made. All right. That was the first example. I did that with everybody. Next, it's your turn. And number 2, if you can see here, it says, there are painters at my house. There are painters at my house. What is happening? What is happening? I'm underlining is happening because I'm telling you this is an action that is happening right now. So using either have something done where we don't include the person, please make a sentence. Or if you want to include the person, have someone do something, that's also okay. What is your example sentence for number 2? There are painters at my house. What is happening? And we want to make this where you have ordered something, you have requested something. Just to give everybody one more hint here, I would, if I were you, the easiest way to do this is to begin your sentence with the subject I. I. What did you do? What did you do? Anybody who's watching on the replay, Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve. And good morning or good afternoon or good evening to you whenever you're watching this. Today, as you can see, we're doing causative verb have. Any of these questions, please leave your answers in the comment section. If you have any questions, if you're not sure about something, you can always ask me in the comment section as well. But anybody who's watching on the replay, thank you for joining. Make sure you've also subscribing as well. All right, so XYZ has an answer. I have painted my house. I have painted my house. All right, so this means that you painted your house. But in today's lesson, you're not doing any action. You are asking someone to do it. You're having an action happen, or you're having someone do an action. So almost good try, XYZ. JL, good morning. Good morning, JL. How are you doing this morning? How's everything in Taiwan happening right now? I hope you're having a good morning. And your answer, JL, I am having my house painted. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect answer. I am having my house painted. YFS, you said, I have my house painted. Grammatically, this sentence is great, but because you made present tense, this means that it's a routine, that you're always having this happen. So I have my house painted once a year. I have my house painted every 6 months. I have my house painted every 5 years. So if it's a routine, then this is perfect. But as you notice on the screen here, I underlined is happening. Is happening. So that means the action is happening right now. So JL's answer, I am having my house painted, is perfect because the action is happening. I'm having my house painted. All right, good job, JL. XYZ, YFS, Very good. Juro, so I have painted at home. So here, I have painted means you did it. You did it. But we don't want to say that we did it. We ordered someone to do it. I asked someone to do it. So we want to make sentences like that. Have my house painted. Have my house painted. So have something is my house. Then what's the action? Paint. And this is past participle, painted. And because the action is happening right now, my have verb will be ing. I am having. One sec. I'm just going to put this, I'm going to make a banner here. So any current action. So that means an action that is happening right now. It's happening now. In that situation, we will use the be verb, which is am, is, or are. Okay, so am, is, or are. And then we're going to be using an ing verb. Right? So again, am, is, are, plus ing verb. This means any action that is happening right now. And easiest way to understand this is right now, everybody, right now, if we talk about current action, that means what are you doing right now? I want you to think right now, what are you doing? And I want everybody to leave a sentence in the comment section. I'm going to start. I'm going to put the first sentence. Please, let's try not to repeat the sentences. Right? So I'm going to put a very simple sentence. My sentence is right here. I'm sitting. I'm sitting. Now, as you can see, I am sitting. So I'm using the am and ing. Sitting. I am sitting. Yeah, you're very welcome, Joe. You're very welcome. So if we go back to JL's answer, I am having. That means it's the current action right now. My house is the object. Past participle is painted. That means right now the painters are still working. They're still painting. Okay, so that's present continuous. That is a current action that is happening right now. Okay, let's go on to the next one. If you still want to write down what you are doing right now, please leave it in the comment section. HS, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you today? I hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having a great Sunday, New Year's Eve morning. Okay, so let's move on to the next one, number 3. And I'm going to move the screen up so everybody can see a little easier. Now, this one's going to be a little bit different because it's going to be a question. Number 3 says, my friend's hair has gotten so long, and I'm surprised. My friend's hair has gotten so long, and I'm really surprised. Like, that surprises me. So, what did I ask him? What did I ask him? What question did I ask my friend? So in this one here, I want you to make a question. This question is going to be very difficult. But again, we still want to make sure that our question is following the causative pattern. So we're going to be either choosing, I'm going to put it on screen again, have someone or have something past participle. I like to just say have something done or have someone do something. In my hint, please use this pattern. So what question did I ask my friend? Right? This is quite difficult. This will be a very advanced question. So I see my friend. Maybe I haven't seen my friend for a little while, and my friend's hair, it's so long, and I'm really surprised. So what question did I ask him? If you were in that situation, what question would you ask him? Maybe the hair doesn't look very good either. Maybe the hair has gotten long, but it doesn't look good. Of course, there's many questions we can ask, but we have to make sure that we're using a causative verb. We must be using have. And I'll wait a little bit of time. I'll give everybody a chance to make a question here. I know people are typing on different devices, and it might take some time. So I'll give everybody that opportunity. Excuse me. And if you're struggling right now, wow, what question would I ask in this situation? I'm going to start you off with a hint. I'll start you off with the question word that I would use. I would use when. All right. So JL's got an answer here. JL says, you should have had a haircut. This is not a question, but it's a great sentence. We don't need the question mark, but this is a great comment. Yeah, maybe your friend's hair doesn't look good, like I said. So you say, you look at your friend and you say, yeah, you should have had a haircut. And so you've used the causative verb have, JL. Perfect. XYZ hint. All right, so the hint I'm giving you here is my question begins with when. And I'll give everybody one more hint. I'll put two words. Last time. So when and last time. This is a very advanced question. All right, so HS has an answer here, and we're almost getting there. When have you had your hair cut? All right, so had your hair cut. That part is perfect. Had your hair cut. You've used the causative verb have. You made it past tense, and your hair, which is something, and then the verb cut. So this part is okay. It's had something done. Beginning part, we need to change a little bit. I added a new hint here, last time. YFS, when did you have your hair cut? All right, now this is a good sentence. This is a good question. When did you have your hair cut? When did you have your hair cut? Now, if you wanted to make this talking about, I want to talk about the last time YFS, I could just say, when did you have your hair cut last? We just add the word last. And now that tells me that this question is asking the person the last time, like when was it? All right, this is a good question. I like it. This is a perfect question. When did you have your hair cut? I have a different question. The meaning is the same as YFS's. So YFS question is what I want to ask, but I will ask it in a little different way. YFS begins her question was when did. My question, and I'm going to give you a hint again. My question is going to begin with when was. When. XYZ, when did you get your hair cut last time? I know that's a typo, but yeah, when did you get your hair cut last? Just last is okay. We don't need to say time. When did you get your hair cut last time? And here, instead of get, let's use have. When did you have your hair cut last time? Not get. Get is okay. Get is perfect. Get and have, basically, they have the same meaning in these sentences. But today we're just going to focus on have. But get is also correct, XYZ. So what about mine here? I've got the beginning of my sentence. It's when was. Can anybody finish my question? So we're looking right here. When was. It has the same meaning as this. When did you have your haircut last? When was. All right, so using when was. All right, Karina has an answer. Where was Karina's answer? There it is. When was the last time you cut your hair? When was the last time you cut your hair? For me, that would be my question. When was the last time you cut your hair? This would be my answer. If I saw my friend and suddenly my friend's hair is quite long and maybe it doesn't look that great, it's like, whoa, when was the last time you cut your hair? All right, so I'm making the question. My intonation is saying, why you need a haircut. It doesn't look good. So nuance is really important in English. So I just said right here, and I'll repeat it. It's like, oh, wow. When was the last time you cut your hair? So my tone, my facial expression is negative. So I'm telling my friend, cut your hair. Now, opposite, let's say the hair looks good. All right. My intonation will change. Maybe my question changes. Wow. How long have you been growing your hair? Right. That means, oh, wow, it looks good. You've been growing your hair. It looks good. So nuance is very important. Karina, perfect question. Jero, what did you have? maybe what did you have done for your hair? What did you have done for your hair? That's a good question. What did you have done for your hair? Why is it growing so fast? So just put the word done. What did you have done for your hair? Or what did you have done to your hair? To your hair is even better. Okay, very good, very good. This is again, number 3 was an advanced question. An advanced question. So well done to everybody. Number 4, my coat. My coat is dirty. And let's add a little bit of information here. This is a leather coat. A leather coat. My leather coat is dirty. What will I do? Will. Again, so this sentence will, make sure you make this into the present, or sorry, future tense. What will I do? So your leather coat is dirty. What will you do? Of course, I don't think you can clean your coat, right? You can't do that action. So there's two things that can happen. You're either going to have something done or you can have someone do something. All right. So, what are your answers here? Have something done, have someone do something. By the way, how is the temperature for everybody? It's obviously December 31st. It's winter here where I am. And let me tell you, it's very cold where I am right now. All right, HS has an answer here. I'll have my leather coat dry cleaned. I'll have my leather coat dry cleaned. Perfect, HS. Perfect. There is nothing to be changed here. Perfect answer. Jiro, what did you have done to your hair? Excellent. Good job, Jiro. Perfect. Well done. XYZ, I'll have my leather coat dry cleaned. Also perfect. Same as HS. Excellent. So here, the verb is dry clean, and past participle is dry cleaned. Excellent. Supergirl, I'll have my leather coat dry cleaned. Perfect. Perfect. So in these scenarios, we're going to be going from intermediate to advanced, intermediate, advanced. We're going to be going back and forth. All right. So very, very good job. All right. And if you remember, if I move too fast, if I move to the next question before you have had a chance to add your answer, still add your answer. I am always checking the comments and I will highlight your answer and make sure I respond to you during this lesson. Okay, very good, everybody. Let's look number 5. Let's look at number 5. I really want to wear earrings. I really want to wear earrings. What will I do? What will I do? I'm going to give a little bit more information here. I really want to wear earrings. What will I do? And I'm not going to type it here. I'm not going to put it in, but basically my ears, there's no hole. There's no hole. So I can't wear earrings, but I really want to wear earrings. So what will I do? I really want to wear earrings. What will I do? I don't have any holes in my ears. All right, Supergirl Hair has an answer. I will have my ear pierced. Okay, good sentence. But Supergirl, that means only one. That means only one. YFS, I'll have my ear pierced. Perfect. But again, you're only piercing one. That means the other one will remain the same. Your grammar is perfect. You just need to add one letter because we have two ears. Maybe you just want one ear pierced. That's some people do that. All right, Juro, I will have dry clean my leather coat. All right, you've got all the words correct, Juro. We just need to change the order. We just need to change the order. So we want to have, then after have, we're going to put the something, the noun, the object. So that would mean your leather jacket. Then final is going to be the past participle, which is the verb, dry cleaned. So your answer, Juro, we just need to change it. I'll have my leather coat dry cleaned. So just switch those two. I'll have my leather coat dry cleaned. But everything else was perfect. All the words were correct, just the order. We need to fix that. XOZ, I'll have my ears pierced. There we go. Add the S. Now it means both. YFS, I'll have my ears pierced. Karina, I'll have both of my ears pierced. I'll have both of my ears pierced. Let's switch the order. I will have both of my ears pierced. We don't need two. Sure, I will have bought a new earrings. Okay, so in this situation, because we don't want to do the action, now let's imagine number 5 again. I really want to wear earrings. My situation, I added there are no holes. So we had the great sentence, I'll have my ears pierced. Now, let's say another situation. I really want to wear earrings. I have my ears pierced, so there are holes, but I don't have time to buy new earrings. So then we can add a person. Now, I will have my friend buy me earrings. I will have my friend buy me new earrings. Okay, but for this situation, there are no holes, so we need to make the hole. I'll have my ears pierced. Juro, so I'll have to, after to, Juro, we must use the infinitive, so buy. I'll have to buy new earrings. So no there, because earrings, it's two. It's plural. There's two. So no means one. So I'll have to buy new earrings. Okay. What about number 6? The gardeners come to my house every week for my lawn. The gardeners come to my house every week for my lawn. What do I do? Okay, and remember, when we make these sentences, let's try to use have something done or have someone do something. So we'll be using this pattern, have something plus past participle, or have someone plus the infinitive. So the gardeners come to my house every week for my lawn. Does everybody know what lawn means? So just in case you don't know what lawn means grass. Grass. This is grass that's in your front yard and backyard. Very welcome, Jero. Very welcome. Good job. Okay, we've got some answers here. I have the gardeners to come to my house every week. YFS, I have my gardeners to come to my house every week. Okay, so both here, XYZ, no two. I have the gardeners come to my house every week. No two. That is a good sentence. YFS, I have my gardeners, no two, come to my house every week. Okay, that's good. Can we be more specific? Can we be more specific? What are the gardeners doing? So I've given you a big hint here because we're talking about for my lawn. For my lawn. And Perfect Timing Supergirl has an answer. I have my gardeners cut my lawn every week. Perfect. Perfect, Supergirl. I have my gardeners cut my lawn every week. Excellent. Perfect answer. And there you go, YFS. I have my gardeners cut my lawn every week. Now you've made a more specific answer. Very good. Who can tell me? So we've got this answer from Supergirl and YFS. I have my gardeners cut my lawn every week. Who can make a different verb? And why is it? You know what? HS, perfect timing. Perfect timing. I have my lawn mowed by gardeners every week. I have my lawn mowed by gardeners every week. Perfect. Perfect. So here you used the first style. So you used have something done. And what you did was you included by someone, which is great. Have something done by someone. So let's go back to HS's answer. I have my lawn mowed. That's perfect. Let's have something done by gardeners every week. Excellent. And that's the verb I was looking for. cut is great. I have my gardeners cut my lawn every week. But if we're talking about your lawn, your front yard, your backyard, we will mow the lawn. Mow means cut. Mow means cut. So yes, XYZ, what does mowed mean? Mowed equals cut, yes. So, growing up, especially for me, growing up in Canada, that was my job. Growing up in my family house, every week in spring, summer, and autumn, the grass would grow. So we would have to cut it. We would say we would have to mow the lawn. And the machine that we would use, that would be called a lawnmower. A lawnmower. Lawnmower is the machine that we use to cut or mow the lawn. XYZ, very welcome, very welcome. All right, HIS, perfect. Good job, good job. All right, let's get that banner off the screen and let's look at number 7. Let's look at number 7. Now, number 7, I'm asking questions only here for number 7. Let's go to Jero's answer first. Let's see. I have my gardeners here. I have my gardeners clean. No ed, because we're using the person. The verb is going to be infinitive, so not past tense. So I would say here in your answer, let me just get rid of this banner again. I have my gardeners clean my car every week. That the sentence is fine. We need to change cleaned to clean. But here, gardener, a gardener is a person. These are people who take care of the nature that is around your house. So they're going to take care of the trees, the bushes, the front yard and backyard grass, the lawn, the garden. So they're taking care of those types of things, not your car. But some gardeners, maybe they'll clean your car too. I don't know, maybe. But maybe I have my gardeners, take care of my lawn every week. That's a good one. You could say that. I have my gardeners and I like that, Jero, I like you put every week. That was really good, because if we go to the situation, I say every week. I say every week. So adding every week into the sentence was very good. All right, so perfect. So maybe just change the car into some part of nature around your house. So bushes, trees, maybe the lawnmower. I have the gardeners clean my lawnmower every week. All right, good job, Jero. All right, number 7. Why do people go to the cleaners? And here, cleaners means dry cleaners. Why do people go to the cleaners? And I'm going to give you a hint how you should begin your answer. I want you to begin your answer with to. 2. XYZ. Why do people go to the cleaners? I have my cleaner clean my house. No cleaned, but clean. Remember, if we add the person in the middle of the sentence, there's no past tense. It's going to be the present tense, the infinitive. I have my cleaner clean my house. Yeah, it's a good answer. Just change the verb XYZ. Cleaned should be clean. What else could we say here? Why do people go to the cleaners? And like I said, if you want, you can begin your answer by saying to, blah, 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 blah. That's how I would answer this question. Now, a lot of times when we have a why question, a lot of people love to answer it with because. So with because, we're going to need a subject plus a verb. Subject, verb, object. Why do people go to the cleaners? Because they want blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now, for me, I like to make my English faster. I like to speak quicker. I like to make it more direct and compact. So why? I like to answer with to. And then after to, I would need a verb. Same meaning. Let's see. Back to Zero. Zero. Okay, but can I say I have my gardeners clean my? Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, I have my gardeners clean my yard every week. Yeah, that is okay. That is perfect, Zero. YFS for this one. I have my house cleaned by my cleaners. Good. Good. YFS, wait. What is the cleaners? Great question. Great questions. I made it very vague on purpose. Cleaners could be home cleaners. Cleaners could be dry cleaners. It depends on what you feel. So, YFS, your answer was good. I have my house cleaned by my cleaners. And JL went the other way, dry cleaners, and he used my to have their clothes cleaned. Perfect. Perfect. All right. So why questions are oftenly used in not oftenly often used in English. We always ask why. And you can say because, but I think answering a why question with to plus a verb is more efficient. It's faster, it's more direct. So why do people go to the cleaners? To have their clothes cleaned. So perfect answer, JL. Cause to have my shoes cleaned. Perfect. Perfect answer. Perfect answer. Again, here we're beginning with to and a verb, right? To plus a verb. But we are still using today's grammar. Today's grammar is still have something done. Have something done. So I have my clothes cleaned. Have my shoes cleaned. But there's many ways to make that sentence. And here we're beginning the sentence with to. And we begin it with to because we are answering this why question. So in the future, I do have a video of this on my YouTube channel. A lot of people love to use because. I think when people begin to learn English when they are young, teachers, I don't know why, but English teachers always love teaching because. So that gets stuck in everybody's head. But there are many ways to answer a why question. And one of my favorites is this. It's to plus verb. Now, if you wanted to be more polite, then your answer could be this: in order to plus verb. Same meaning, to plus verb, in order to, and verb. It just becomes more formal. All right, JL, Kaz, great job. Okay, let's look at number 8. Number 8, we're going to do a couple more, and then I'll let everybody enjoy the rest of their day or the rest of their night, whatever time you're watching this video. Let's see here. Supergirl says, can you put the link on the comment or description? Today's lesson is difficult for me, so I want to watch your video. So Supergirl, is that for the to? Is that for the grammar I was just talking about? How to answer why questions? If you're talking about that video, yes, I can definitely do. I just want to make sure I know what link to put in the description. Oh, have something done. Okay, the video for that. All right, yeah, I can put a link for that. I've also done another live lesson. With have something done. I can put a link for that also. Why do people go to the cleaners? To have clean clothes. Giro, perfect. Okay, so let's do 8, 9, and 10, and we'll call it a day there. Of course, we've got other ones. I've got a lot of different questions today, but we'll do 8, 9, and 10, and then I'll leave 1 or 2 for homework. And Supergirl, yes, I'll put a link to that for you. All right, number 8. My car is making funny noises. My car is making funny noises. What will I do? What will I do? So my car, I'm driving it, and some strange noises are coming from my car. Not good noises. So if you're driving your car and suddenly it starts making a strange noise, What will you do? I know what I will do if my car is making funny or strange noises. XYZ, I will have my car checked. Perfect. Perfect. I'll have my car checked. Yeah. Excellent. And here, you don't need to say the person. If you want to say the person, that's okay. But I think most people know that the person who will check a car is a mechanic. Mechanic. So we don't have to say mechanic. If you want to say mechanic, as HS did earlier, she just added by someone. By someone. So I will have my car checked by a mechanic, by my dad, by my friend. All right. Supergirl here. I will take my car to maintenance and have it checked. I know that's a spelling typo. Checked. You forgot it's not A, but E. Let's look at the beginning part of your sentence. I will take my car to maintenance. Maintenance is not a place. So I'll take my car to the mechanic. I'll take my car to the garage. Those two I could say. I'll take my car to the garage. I'll take my car to the mechanic. I'll take my car to the dealer and have it checked. That is okay. Those are okay. Not maintenance, though. Maintenance is what you have done. So maybe dealer would be really good here. All right, perfect. YFS, I'll have my car fixed. Perfect. HS, I'll have my car fixed. Perfect. Yeah, if your car is making funny noises, then yeah, you'll need to get it or have it fixed. What do you call for the shop for car? Not dealer, not mechanics. You call a shop for car, not a mechanic. So in this, okay, workshop. No, I would say garage. 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 I'll put that into the comment section. Garage. So garage. I would think that is probably the best one. So that's the place where you get your cars fixed or checked or looked at. A garage. And it's interesting because garage also means your private, like an area connected to your house where you park your car. That's also your garage. But garage has two meanings. One is personal. One means place where mechanics are working. All right, so Juro, I'll have to call a mechanic. Perfect. You'll have to call a mechanic, and you will have to have a mechanic check your car. You'll have to have a mechanic check your car. You're welcome, Supergirl. You're welcome. All right, let's look at number 9. Number 9, we've got she. She has always envied blondes. She has always envied blondes. What will she do? She has always envied blondes. What will she do? So I'm not going to give you too many hints for this. She has always envied blondes. What will she do? What would your answer be for this? She has always envied blondes. What will she do? Does everybody understand what envy means? Envy. Envy means kind of like a jealousy, but it's almost like, oh, wow, wow, I wish I had that. All right, so we've got Supergirl here. Yes, XYZ. Yes, envy means jealous. Perfect. She will have her hair dyed. Good. And you can even add blonde. She will have her hair dyed blonde. So XYZ, she'll have her hair blonded. Not blonded, but she'll have her hair dyed. Like Supergirl said, she will have her hair dyed. And then we could add blonde last. She will have her hair dyed blonde. All right, so she'll have her hair dyed blonde. Okay, perfect. Supergirl. XYZ, very good. All right, let's do one more. One more, number 10. Number 10 will be the last one that we'll do together. I will give you homework as well. So let's do we can do 11, 12, 13 for homework. 11, 12, 13 for homework. Can everybody see 11, 12, 13? If you can, that'll be homework. Number 10 we'll do together. Let's see. YFS. She'll have her hair dyed blonde. Perfect. JL. She'll have her hair dyed in the same color. Excellent, JL. Nice. I like it. Very good. Advanced sentence there. Okay, so I hurt my leg yesterday. I hurt my leg yesterday. What did I do? And this is probably after I hurt my leg. After I hurt my leg yesterday, what did I do? What did I do? I hurt my leg yesterday. What did I do? And remember, as you're typing number 10, 11, 12, 13, it's homework. So anybody who's watching on the replay, if you couldn't make it to the live part, number 11, 12, and 13, this is your chance. Do those three for homework. Leave it in the comment section because you won't be able to see anybody's answers right away, at least. Let's see here. Kaz, I had my leg x-rayed yesterday. Perfect. Perfect. I had my leg x-rayed yesterday. HS for number 9. Let's move the lesson up to number 9 here as well. I'll have my hair dyed blonde at a hair salon. Perfect. Perfect. You even included the location, which is great, HS. Well done. So again, I hurt my leg yesterday. We've already got one good answer from Kaz. I had my leg x-rayed yesterday. Anybody else if anybody else has a different answer, that's great. You can leave it in the comment section as well. YFS has a different answer. I had my leg checked by a doctor. Yeah, perfect. You said you had by a doctor. That's great. If you wanted to switch it, you could say I had my doctor check my leg. Same meaning, but YFS great. You put by a doctor at the end. All right, and I'll wait for everybody else's answers as well. And also in the meantime, again, 11, 12, 13 are for homework. If you have any questions now about today's lesson or about English or about anything, you can also leave those questions in the comment section right now. Supergirl, I had my doctor checked my leg, not ED, not past. So whenever we're using a person that's in the middle, have someone, we're using the infinitive verb, have someone do something. So we don't want to have past tense. So in yours, I had my doctor check my leg. I had my doctor check my leg. And as I was saying, if you have any questions about today's lesson, about any previous lesson, or any English topic that you're not sure of, you can ask me right now, and I will do my best to give you a clear answer. And let me just go down here and I like number 14 too. If you want to do number 14 for homework as well, you can add that as well. I love the vocabulary in that sentence. Lisa has a leaky faucet. And if anybody has any questions, let me know in the comment section right now. So again, today we're practicing have. It's a causative verb. And basically we are using this pattern, have something done, which is have something, which is your object, a noun, and past participle. Or we're looking at have someone do something. Here we add the person. So it's have someone. Your verb is infinitive. It's not past now, it's infinitive. And then we add something. So I had my hair cut. I had my friend drive me to the airport. I didn't do these actions. Today's grammar main point is I didn't do them. I requested someone to do it. I've asked someone. I've ordered someone to do it. So another person has done it because I told them to. I caused this action, right? So have is a causative verb. You're causing an action to happen. Okay, if there are no questions, then again, remember 11, 12, 13, and 14 if you want. That will be for homework. Supergirl, I will put a link to have something done in the description of this lesson. Maybe I'll also make a community post as well and put it there as well. JL, yes. Yeah, you can ask any question, not just about today's topic, but any topic is fine. And it doesn't even have to be about English. It can be about anything. If you have any questions, you want to learn something about Canada or about America, then no problem. Fire away. And how was the connection today? I know the Wi-Fi is not the strongest where I'm at right now. I'm hoping it was okay. Did my voice break up at all? From what I can see on my screen, it seems like everything was smooth, but I don't know what you see on your side. It was great. Okay, perfect, perfect. That's good. Yeah, so I like I said, I'm not in my usual environment. I'm not in Tokyo right now. I will be there sometime in January. So when I'm back, I'll be back at the usual location. But great to hear. So no, not at all. Great, XYZ. Thank you for letting me know. Supergirl, also thank you for letting me know. YFS, great. Thank you. All right, so I'm gonna wait here because I know JL has a question for me. So I'm gonna wait for his question. In the meantime, as well, anybody who's watching right now, what are your New Year's plans? I already know a couple of you because we talked a couple of days ago, and you told me your New Year plans during that lesson. But people who didn't join that lesson, what are your New Year's plans? All right, JL. So if you have many projects to report, how do you transfer different projects? Like firstly is, next is. So if you have many projects to report, how do you transfer different projects? Like first, okay, because I always say next, next, next. Yeah, so transition words, JL. Transition words are really important. And I'm glad that you are aware that you're using the same word, like next, next, next. In English, especially for myself as well, repeating words I don't think is a good thing. We always want variety. So I like that you said that first, next, then, after that. Those are great transition words. First, next, then, after that. These are really good. There's so many different transition words you could use. So then I'll move on to. That's another really good one. Then I'll move on to. I'm going to put these all in the comment section right now. I'll put it on the screen. First, next, then, after that. Then I'll move on to. Finally, lastly, you could say as well. Let's move this screen to. I got lots of space here. I'll put everything right here. So first, next, then, after that, finally. Those are common ones. Moving on. Then you can always add words. Next, let's look at. We like to add different words as well. Then I'll focus on. And again, your subject can change, JL. So you can say, then we'll focus on, or we focused on. Next, let's look at this. Next, we looked at, and then you can say that as well. I think combination of words are really good. So I think it's really important, these transition words, to talk about reporting on different projects. So transfer, transition. I think it's really important, not only for reporting projects, Jail, I think for presentations as well. When you're giving your presentation, generally you will give point 1, point 2, point 3. Now, between those 2 points, we need to have a transition. It's important that the audience, the listeners, they understand, oh, point 1 is finished. Now I'm moving to point 2. So I will use these transition words. I'll say things like, now let's look at. Okay. Next, let's turn our attention to. This is more for presentations, but you can use these words during meetings as well when you're reporting to your boss. So next, we focused on, we turned our attention to. So these verbs can change from present tense to past tense to future as well. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. A lot of the textbooks that are out there, they're going to try to just teach simple, basic English. A lot of times they don't really teach what we need to use in the real world. So you're very welcome. You're very welcome. I do a lot of business lessons, a lot of business training here in Tokyo. And so I've made a lot of content like this, JL. So look out for the future. I'll probably try to make lessons on that, business lessons as well. Or I'm trying to create some private lessons as well. So, but you're very welcome, JL. You're very welcome. Any other questions? All right. And remember, we have some homework. We have homework. I'll scroll back up for the homework here. 11, 12, 13, definitely our homework. Try to do 14 if you want. You don't have to. I like number 14. I think the vocabulary is fun. It's interesting. Leaky faucet. And does anybody else have any questions? Like JL did, you don't have to talk about today's topic. It can be about any topic you want. All right. I think there are no more questions. All right. And if you do have questions, just leave them in the comment section. Even if the lesson is done, leave it in the comment section and I will get back to you. So don't worry. You can always leave your questions anytime. But let's call that a lesson today. So XYZ, you're okay. All right. Yeah, let's call it a lesson. Thank you everybody for joining today. I really appreciate everybody's time. I'm glad you joined the lesson. I hope you learned something today. Today was intermediate to advanced grammar. It is not Christmas Eve. It's New Year's Eve here in Tokyo, December 31st. So I hope you guys have a great New Year's. I'm glad that I can finish my 2023 with your English lesson. Yes, I'm glad that you joined XYZ. I'm glad I could have a final lesson of 2023 with all of you. And 2024 is just around the corner. everybody have a great, happy new year. And I will see you soon. I'll see you soon with the next live lesson in 2024. It's a very efficient way to use my time. Yeah, it is. I think, studying, especially in the morning, we study, and maybe for some people it's not the morning, it's the afternoon for Juro, I know. But 1 hour, you take your time for about an hour, hour and a half, you study, you improve your English, and then you can spend the rest of the day doing whatever you like. JL, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, JL. I hope you either go to a concert or enjoy watching them on TV today. Kaz, you're very welcome. Very welcome. Karina, Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to you. I hope you have a great new year. Please do something fun. Go out, have some fun, celebrate the last of 2023. And I hope 2024 brings you nothing but great luck and great times. All right, guys. Happy New Year to you all. Happy New Year to you all, Supergirl. I'm so glad that I found you on YouTube on 2023. Thank you. I'm glad you found me too. I'm glad I found you as well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I love the fireworks, Karina. Yes. I love the little, what are those, streamers as well. All right, guys. Happy New Year. And tonight, the countdown, if you're awake during the countdown, 3, 2, 1, Happy New Year. I'm saying Happy New Year to you as well. Raise a glass of whatever you're drinking. If it's tea, champagne, soda, I'm cheersing you. Happy New Year to you all. YFS, Happy New Year. Thank you very much. All right, guys. Thank you for everything in 2023. I'll see you guys next year, which is just 1 day away. My internet gives me problems, but I can follow you well. Goodbye, teacher. It was a pleasure. I like the way when you do your lesson. Thank you, Juro. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm sorry about your internet, but I'm glad you were able to follow. And I really appreciate your nice comments, Juro. It makes me feel really happy. I hope that everyone enjoys the lessons, and it makes me feel really good to hear that you do. So I appreciate that. And Happy New Year, Juro. Supergirl, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well. And XYZ, Happy New Year. All right, guys, Happy New Year to you all. Have a great day today and have a great 2024. See you guys.